Hey everyone, welcome back to Papa's Workshop. Every now and then there's a new product that comes out that's truly innovative. What I want to be able to show you today is this brand new surge protector. Now this is not just a surge protector. It also has something that's very unique. This plug actually rotates. You can actually twist this 360 degrees to be able to fit into any configuration that you need, and that is really helpful. Today I want to talk about all the different features and benefits of this new surge protector with this 360 degree rotating plug and show you how I'm going to use it in my shop. I want to show you up close. This actually will rotate. So depending on how you need to be able to plug it into a particular outlet, you can rotate this in any configuration that you need. When I showed this to my son, he said, "Oh wow, can I have one?" So this is something that I think is going to be extremely popular. And it's going to be important in how I set this up for the project that I want to work on. As always, I'm going to add a link in the description so that you can go directly to the product, read about it more in depth, and see if this would be a perfect fit to add to your shop. Now on this surge protector, you do have the off and on switch right up here at the top, and it also has a breaker built into this. So if this does get overloaded, that switch will trip. Now this has 24 outlets right here for the AC, and then down at the bottom, you have 3 USB ports and you have 3 C ports. You also have this one over here that's a dedicated all by itself. And more about that in just a moment. At the top of this unit, you have 2 lights right here. One will indicate, and it's white, that the power is on, and the second one is a green light, and that will indicate that your surge protection is in force and is working. Now on the back, as far as being able to install it, you have multiple different ways to be able to attach this in whatever configuration that you want. And not to be left out, they actually include the screws as well so that you can mount this very easily. In the user guide, there are several things I'd like to be able to point out. The first thing, as far as the input voltage, I'm using 125 volts, that is 60 hertz, and this is a 15 amp circuit that I'm using. In my shop, I have both 15 amp circuits and 20 amp circuits. The next item is that this unit is rated for 1,875 watts on a 125 volt 15 amp circuit. And it has, as far as the surge protection, 4,000 joules. Next, I want to talk about that C port on the far right hand side, the green one. It has the smart technology to be able to determine the best voltage for your particular device, and it has a 20 watt maximum dedicated power. Now the other ports are smart charging ports, and they have a max wattage shown here. It is a shared wattage, and it has a max of 17 watts. So as you plug in the different devices, and you have several plugged in, just realize you're going to get a max of 17 watts out of those shared ports. Anything that you have plugged in to this group is shared, and it maxes at the 17 watts. So if you plug in 1, 2, and then 3 over here, they're going to share a total of the 17 watts. This one over here is different. This one is a dedicated port by itself, and this one is rated at 5 volts to 3 amps, 9 volts, 2.22 amps, and this is a dedicated for 20 watts maximum. Now there's a variety of different items that can be plugged into these C ports. So it actually is smart enough to be able to sense what type of device that you're plugging in. Now again, these are the shared ones with this USB, and you get the maximum of the 17 watts. This one, on the other hand, actually can detect if the device that you're plugging in is a 5 volt, 3 amp, or a 9 volt, which would be 2.22 amps, or a 12 volt, which is 1.67 amps. Now what's unique about this This is also a dedicated outlet right here, and the fact that it is a 20-watt maximum. So it's like drawing a line right here. These are all together, and this one is by itself. Now here's the real question. How do I want to use this in the shop? I have the surge protectors literally scattered all over the shop. For an example, I have two that are mounted on the workbench itself, and I have one that's mounted on some of the other workbenches, as well as several of them scattered around the shop that are mounted to the wall. But the one thing that I do not have is a charging station for all of the different battery-powered tools that I have. Now, if you look online, there are tons and tons of videos on different charging stations, most of which have these surge protectors hidden underneath and you never see it. I do not want that to happen. I want this actually on the charging station, visible, so I can plug in the different devices and have access to it, but I also want to have a permanent home for all the different chargers that I have. Now here's the other thing. Some of the chargers that I have actually will be wall mounted. Others cannot be wall mounted. They have to sit on a shelf. Now this is the challenge, and here I would like to get feedback from you. Give me in the comment section your best solution to be able to have a charging station that has built-in shelves so that the chargers that I need to have sitting on a shelf will be able to do so, and the chargers that are mounted on a wall can be mounted on a wall, all of which can be plugged into this. In addition to that, because this is going to be open, I'll be able to plug in the different items down here to be able to charge as well. So this is going to be easy access. This is going to be accessible. All my chargers need to sit either on a shelf or be mounted to the wall. What I would like to do is get some comments from you on some design ideas, and I will take your different ideas, put them all together, and build my charging station. Now I already have a location picked out. All I need is your ideas. Now I'm going to post this video and let it stay up for a week, featuring this particular surge protector with this rotating outlet right here. At the end of that week, I'm going to take all of your comments, put them all together, and come up with the design idea, and then I'll build a charging station based on all of your ideas combined together into one station. Should be a lot of fun. It's going to be a fun little experiment to see what type of comments that I get, and we can have fun with this. Now, one of the things you're going to need to know is how many different chargers that I have, both wall-mounted and sitting on the shelf. So let me gather all of them up, put them on the workbench. I'll sort them out for you so you can see it, and then I can't wait to see the different design ideas that you come up with. To begin with, I have 3 that are mounted over here on this wall. Now these will be leaving this location and moved to the charging board, but I don't want to move them yet until we have some of the design ideas. And yes, I do want both of these chargers to be mounted on this board as well, because I do have 2 batteries. Oftentimes I need to charge both at once. Okay guys, here's a lineup. Here's 2 that are going to be wall mounted, plus the 3 that I showed you that's already on the wall. And then over here, I have 5 that cannot be mounted on the wall. They have to sit on the shelf. And if I can do it, we're going to include the pencil sharpener and just keep everything together. So that's the list of what we need to be able to put onto the wall. And of course, I want this surge protector to be the centerpiece of this whole entire charging station, to be able to have everything nice and convenient to be able to plug in, or if I need to take one of the chargers onto a job site, I can simply unplug it and take it with me. One more area that I want to show you, this cabinet is going to be removed. I have a plug that's right there in the center of the wall, so I'll be able to plug in the surge protector right there and be able to have all of this space available to be able to put in the charging station. Now this is a 30-inch cabinet that's on the wall currently. I think that'll be plenty of enough space. But here again, I'm waiting for your ideas and designs. Now this is where that cabinet is going to fit. It's going to slide right into this area. These items hanging on the wall will find a new home. And this surge protector over here that's on the wall, more than likely will have to drop down a few inches. We'll see how we do this. I can't wait to see your ideas and get designing this charging station with this surge protector as the centerpiece. Now the other thing is, because I want it open, I can still plug in additional items to be able to charge, and I have the AC outlets there. I won't be using all of them, so I'll be able to use these also in the shop. So it should be a very interesting challenge and a lot of fun. So thanks a lot for watching this short video today. I'm glad that I had the opportunity to introduce this new power surge protector, and I think it's really going to be amazing. And it's going to be a permanent fixture in the shop to be able to have all the different batteries be able to charge. And don't forget, let's have a shelf there somewhere to be able to put the batteries on. So everything will be in one place. I look forward to seeing your ideas, and I can't wait to be able to start designing and building this charging station. So thanks a lot for watching today. I look forward to seeing you real soon in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone.